Everyone, and good morning to you all. Look, before I leave the house and do what I have to do, I wanted to make another recording concerning Poltergeist explained. Well, this is what I want to add to the series. When you deal with a poltergeist, as mentioned before, you're dealing with negativity that's lingering around. And that negative tension is lingering around. I'm sorry, it's still morning here. Sorry if I speak too fast, but okay, let me speak slower. A poltergeist is negativity that lingers around, okay? And there's a demon or some demons around that feed themselves off this resource of negative energy. And look, if a child or a young teenager, I mean anyone in their developing years, if they were targeted frequently with negative energy in the form of psychic attacks, what happens is that often, this doesn't always happen, but often the individual becomes physically addicted to the negative tension. The body of that individual becomes the body gets used to that to the negative energy. So what happens is that individual develops a mental tie to that negative energy that he or she feels in their body. So at a later age, unconsciously they will begin to seek that thrill, that danger that they've been subjected to. Now, how can you recognize this? If you see an individual that never seems to want to, okay, let me say it better. If you see someone that has controversy around them, everyone can have controversy around them if they've been accused of a crime, or if people decide a rumor about them. It can happen to you, so don't judge too quickly. But if you see someone with controversy around them, and the controversy is in a cycle, just like a period, it comes regularly, and the individual doesn't seem to understand that they are going in circles and circles, then you're dealing with a poltergeist here. But you need to make a clear distinction, as I mentioned before. There are people that need deliverance, and there are people you need to be delivered from. Because look at this. There are people that embrace darkness. It exists. There are people that get so used to negative energy, they know it's negative, they know it's harmful, but they enjoy the thrill and the pleasure that comes as a side effect of the negative energy. They become addicted to it. And in the beginning, they turn narcissistic. They're just unaware of others because they're so obsessed with themselves, with their own safety. But after a while, a few years, such individuals become sociopathic and even psychopathic. And dealing with such an individual, man, listen, this is how it goes. That individual that is so intoxicated and they identify themselves so much with negative energy that any form of deviation from negativity is seen as the world falling apart to them. Haven't you met those people that seem to lie just like that? Now listen, if someone gives misinformation because they cannot trust the individual or organization that demands information, it's understandable. You see, yes, we ought to be truthful, but we are not obliged to give all information, all facts all the time. Especially because not everyone has the right intentions with information. For example, if a neighbor that's been rumoring about you behind your back, that's two-faced, begins to ask how you are or what's going on in your life, you have every right to shut that individual out, or if it's not wise to do that because the individual is mentally unstable and he might act out, you can give them facts, but you should never give them the full picture. or give them misinformation or disinformation so they will back off. You see, Jesus used parables not to give misinformation, but to cover up hidden truths, because some people were not worth it to know those truths, because they would only abuse them. So if someone would give misinformation, disinformation, or covered information, because the circumstance is not beneficial to be open and real, okay, then I can understand that. If you were during World War II and some Nazi officer came to ask if there are Jews in your house and you had some Jews that were hiding with you, of course you're not going to say you have Jews in your house. You're not going to bring those people in danger. Nevertheless, there are people that lie just for the thrill of lying. There are people that become upset just for the thrill of becoming upset. There are people that, they just want to act out, they just want to hit people just because they want to feel powerful, just because acting out violently, whether physically by harming someone, or acting out emotionally by verbally abusing someone, or acting out covertly by playing mind games on someone, that's what makes them feel like they're someone. That's where they get the validation from making the other powerless so that they can feel powerful. And look, such an individual, they're lying, cheating, and scamming is their native language. Just like their spiritual father, Satan, is the father of lies, the same way they are children of lies. I mean, look, I don't care how someone projects themselves, whether they project themselves in a messy way or in an orderly way. You have to look at their spiritual fruits. If someone is unwillingly to depart from any mindset or any thoughts that are negative, then more than likely you're dealing with someone that's willfully insane. In this case, you're dealing with a poltergeist, but let me go much deeper. You're dealing with a demon. Why? Because that individual is a human being, don't get me wrong, but his or her mindset is a mindset of a demon. They act, walk, think, and operate as a demon. So it's not a poltergeist anymore. It's not someone that needs deliverance. It's someone you need to be delivered from. And you all, listen, I'm not politically correct in my videos. I'm saying things as it is. Because if you're dealing with someone that needs deliverance, then they can be delivered, or at least they can be contained so that they can recover. But someone you need deliverance from, such an individual cannot be fixed. Why? Because they don't want to be fixed. They don't want to be restored. They don't want to receive forgiveness and be forgiven. The only thing they are interested in is getting the high of victimizing someone else. And you need to see such individuals are not always from dysfunctional households. There are people that come from loving households and just due to their intoxication, due to their self-indulgence to become this way. So don't think just because someone has received a lot of negative attention and because someone has been victimized often in their past, this is a natural result of it. No. Because listen, when you are in danger, you see, your brain becomes alert. And look, even if you're brainwashed, there are moments that the spell is weak. And when the spell is weak, you notice, hold on a minute, this isn't right. This isn't correct. At such moments, people understand very well that it's bad and they need to get out. So don't think that just because an individual has been victimized a lot in the past that excuses them becoming reprobates. Because listen, there are many reprobates, there are many sociopathic and psychopathic people that came from how I would say safe households. So that's what I want to give to you guys. Know what you're dealing with. Are you dealing with a poltergeist? Someone that's haunted? Or are you dealing with a haunter that's haunting you? That's all I have to say for now. Enjoy your day. Be blessed. Shalom.